Hey, I'm back, and I've corrected my issue with the fact that I was populating a commands and items vector over and over and over again every time I executed a command, whether that command was going a direction, looking, seeing what my inventory was, anything. It didn't matter. Any command I typed in was causing a lot of overhead because this function populate commands and items array list, which is just the name of the command. Not dealing with array lists, it's dealing with vectors. But that function called two other helper methods, which ultimately, that function called two other helper methods, namely, well, called one helper method, but it called it twice, open file and populate array list that took in a file name. And it basically was reading in all of the commands, all of the verbs associated with this game, and all of the nouns or items and things associated with this game every time I executed a command, which is needless to say, just horribly inefficient. So this is what was happening in the actual populate commands and items array list function. It was calling the open file and populate array list function twice. Basically once on this file and once on this file, and it was doing it over and over and over again, causing a lot of overhead. So we've since corrected that by taking it out of the I should go back out of the parse command function, which gets called every time you execute a command. We took it out of there by commenting out this line of code and just added it into the constructor for the Alice in Wonderland text-based adventure game. So this is the constructor here, default constructor that's called, and now it just happens once when the game is initialized. So here's the difference. Now if I do a command, doesn't matter what it is, east, I don't get all the overhead of that every time. So for example, I go to the parse command function this time, but I'm not running all of that code. I'm not going through all of the code every time. And same thing if I do riddle, no, again, I didn't have a bunch of stuff. There's the riddle command, no, and I don't have just a long stream of debugging, just the debugging I have associated with saying no to a riddle, but that's it. I can look, see what's around, and again, this is all debugging code I have. Ultimately, it should really just say something like this: rabbit hole, some description, the locations in the item. This is other debugging code, but this is not repopulating the array list every time, which is what I was doing before. So, again, now I can go south. Again, I'm not repopulating the entire thing. All this other code is debugging code for sure, but it's not associated with repopulating a command array and stuff. So that's good. No riddle. And if I look around, what items are here? Carrot. I want to take a carrot. Drop carrot. I no longer want the carrot. You don't have a carrot. Oh, so that's something we need to work on. Still, why I don't have a carrot? Because I just picked up a carrot. And if I look at my inventory, clearly shows I have a carrot. So why can't I drop the carrot? Drop carrot. You don't have a carrot. Well, if I look around, the carrot is still in the location, yet it's also in my inventory. So again, this has to do with an issue whereby I took the item but didn't actually take it. So during one of my fixes, this has got screwed up because before I could take a carrot, return a carrot, and it was all happening. Now, during one of my fixes, which is why I do these recordings, I've somehow made it so that I'm transferring a copy or I'm not deleting something properly. So I'll take a look at that. But really, the point of this video was not for me to recognize that I've yet again screwed something else up. It was to just show that we took the command that basically read two files for the verbs and the nouns associated with this game. I took that out of a function that was happening during every command, which I'm not sure why I ever had in that, and I took it out so it only happened once. So I'll figure out what else is going on here right now.